All right. So, Mr. Precious, would you want
So do we want to
tell you? Would you want me to go ahead and say what the plans are, and then you tell us other programs you have in mind?
Yes, I think that will work best. Coming from your ongoing experience with the UNWomen, I think that
All
will
right.
work best. Mm.
Okay. All right. So, like I said earlier, I want to reiterate this again because we only just started recording for the sake of those who are not here at this meeting. So we have here the Do Take Action rep, Mr. Precious. Just as I've welcomed everyone earlier on, I welcome you and I thank you for all you do. So the procurement process training is from the UNWomen, but being handled by Do Take Action. So we need us all to check the websites of these two organizations to see what we are in for. All right. So I was invited for the training by the UNWomen, and when I attended, one of the co-hosts muted the host. All right. Please, women, once you are not talking, mute yourself. If you want to talk, raise your hand virtually, you will be called. If you do not know how to do that, just call our attention by raising your hands up physically. It's also allowed. Once I see that, then we will call you and we will teach you how to raise your hand virtually because it's a learning curve for everyone. Zoom is a new thing. It's one of the good things that COVID-19 made very popular. But so that we can have a great meeting and we can leave here on time, please don't unmute yourself. Unmuting yourself means that you are ready to talk. And if somebody else is talking, we are not barbarians, we cannot be talking at the same time. I thank you for complying. Thank you very much. I've not finished talking. They have started. All right, so I was saying that I was invited for the training by the UNWomen and I saw value and I decided that it would be nice for other women to be here because there's no way you will have this kind of training and you will remain the same. That's the fact. So I took it upon myself to take permission, and after back and forth, after looking at their schedules, after looking at their plans, after looking at the way this is even going to disorganize all their plans, I insisted and they obliged me, thankfully. For this, Do Take Action, I'm truly grateful. And I'm sure the women are very, very grateful as well because you could have said no. And there's nothing anybody will be able to do. All right, so when we now got together and they sent us the link, the platform, the training platform, where invitation for Zoom meetings and all of that, where onboarding is done, I then realized again that the first part of the meeting that got me so involved, and I decided to ask for your own participation, had since been finished. And there isn't anything like being in the class, hearing the facilitators, in fact, being connected to these facilitators and networking with them, because that's also a great opportunity, you know? So I went back to them. They are very ready to take you to quad 2. They are very, very ready. But I thought that you will have missed a lot. And I was saying that it's not about getting the certificate really. Because in real life, in my 9 to 5, in Cofsol Group, in Flourish Online A2Z.com, when I want to get anybody to come and work with us, we may get you in with your certificate because at least we need some basic requirements. But by the time we look at what's in your head, if you don't have it, you don't have it. Nobody's going to employ somebody who is not better than him or her, because that's the idea. You are supposed to be able to do better what I cannot do. That's why I'm paying you, you know? So that could make us to drop you off. So I look at it that, okay, so if we get these women into quart 2, and we are now saying, get certificated, and you carry your certificate and you go and ask for a procurement bidding. When you get to submission, when you get to evaluation stage, and they tell you to come and present, and you are not able to because you don't know, what are we going to do about this? So I went back to do Take Action, and I asked them what we can do. And together, we came to a conclusion that you will all be in quart 3. Okay. So, and I've said, okay, but we've put women together and they have the mind that they have already started the training. What are we going to do about this? They now agreed to our suggestions again that we will all be onboarded, all of us on the platform right now. You will all be onboarded to quart 2. That is this ongoing quart. But with the understanding that you are just there for experience, so that you are not just on the platform for the sake of it. You will be in quart 2 for the experience, but literally you are in quart 3. So quart 3 is going to start. I think Mr. Precious will be able to speak more to that, because at the first instance, they said quart 3 will start in January. And I was like, no, my women cannot stay until January. Everybody is in the mood of starting procurement process right now. So we will need the money from this procurement for December enjoyment. So they said, okay, that they would, I think the last meeting, I don't remember correctly, whether they are starting quart 3 concurrently. So if quart 3 is going to be started concurrently, then we don't really have any issue. All of us will just move into quart 3. We start from the beginning. We know everything. We enjoy it. We get value. We are ready, very ready for the procurement process. But if quart 3 is starting in January or any time further than now, then the agreement will be that all of us will be onboarded into quart 2. We will have the experience. You will now be the senior students when quart 3 starts, because you have already known a whole lot. You are at home, you know. So this is what we said we should first bring to you to start with, so that you know that if you are in quart 2 now, you are not going to have the certificate of quart 2. You will be moved into quart 3, and then you will start with quart 3, finish with quart 3, get certificated as quart 3. Then, you know, we are women. We are always looking for more. So I told Mr. Precious, these women, some of them are widows, because we have a widows group amongst us. Some of them needs empowerment and stuff. Some are really, really into grassroots development. Some are politicians even, and we want more from Do Take Action. So this meeting is going to unveil it all, other programs, other projects, other opportunities they have for us. And since they are with us there, then they don't even have a choice than to give us all that they have. So this is it. This is the feedback. If I've missed out anything, Mr. Precious and Mr. Austin will fill the gap. Thank you very much. So over to you, Mr. Precious, over to you, Mr. Austin. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Matt. That is well detailed, a feedback to the women. While we wait for my colleague to come on board, so I would like to take questions if there are any things that are currently uncertain as it has to do with what Madam OK has just reiterated.
Hello, Mr. Precious. I'm not a madam.
Ah,
You know that madams are those ones with very big gillies. Madam Kofo, for instance, big gillies. When my
okay.
billions
I mean,
come, when
the
my
last time I
billions
checked, are
come,
still in
wait.
Africa.
When we finish this procurement process and I'm earning in billions, I'll be the one to call everybody to come and start calling me madam. But right
Okay.
now, don't madam me, no madam, because the billions are not here.
Okay. Very, very.
Question time. Please ask all those questions you were asking me on the platform. Come and ask them now. Hear from the horse's mouth. I'm a trainee just like all of you. I'm only just trying to coordinate all of us. So please ask them now. All right. Miss Comfort Onyaga has an I'm asking you to unmute yourself, Comfort.
I think she might
Comfort,
need
can you
somebody
unmute
to.
yourself? Do you know
She
how
might
to
need
unmute
somebody to.
yourself?
Let's see if I can help her with that.
I'm asking you to unmute, Comfort.
Unmute yourself. We've asked you to unmute yourself.
Please leave the asking to unmute to me, please.
Okay.
Co-host, just leave because maybe that's what is happening. I'm asking her, you are asking her, and then as I
Okay.
press unmute, you press it again, she will be muted.
Okay.
Just leave that to me and concentrate on getting people in. Thank you very
Okay.
much. Also, the questions in the chat box, please bring up for us. Comfort Onyanga, you should be able to unmute yourself right now.
Said we should request again that she pressed something wrong.
So I've asked her to unmute. Please, people are in the waiting room. Well, she's not able to unmute herself. Probably she's having issues. She has been asked to unmute. Maybe you can type your question in the chat box. Thank you. Angela, you have unmuted yourself. You are not talking. I'll put you out of the meeting if you do not mute yourself. Thank you.
Hello, ma. Hello.
Go ahead.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay. I don't really understand the part of this part 2 or part 3 stuff like that, because in the platform, I dropped my details on Monday and then I don't think I was counted, but yet I'm interested in the training. So I decided to join the Zoom this afternoon. If only I will be counted. That's just what I wanted to say.
All right, so every woman on the platform is counted. Every woman's details will be taken. Every woman there will be onboarded. So when we are talking about cohort 1, cohort 2, cohort 3, the program just didn't start. They've already done cohort 1. This that we are doing is cohort 2. So there will be another one after this that will be quart 3. And I believe by the grace of God, if Jesus tarries, there will be many, many more quarts. So what we are saying right now is that quart 2 is far gone. So we are pleading that they should put you guys in quart 3, but allow you to be in quart 2 for experience. Co-host people are waiting in the waiting room. You know, so they should put you guys in quart 2 so that you can have the experience. Do you understand it now? But you
Okay.
are not going to get your certificate. Let me put it this way. You are not going to graduate with quart 2.
Because we didn't start with them.
Because you did not start with quart 2. But so
Okay.
that we don't just leave you on the platform doing nothing, we are saying come into quart 2 for experience.
Okay, now I understand very well.
Is
Thank you
it
so much.
Comfort Onyanga talking?
No, this is Awosomi Omobolaji.
Okay. Okay. Comfort Onyanga is just entering the waiting room. Maybe she went out so that she can come back in. All right. Any other person putting up our hands? I hope we all understand that now. Co-host, please check the chat box if there are questions in there.
No questions and no hands up, ma.
All right, Comfort Onyanga, you just came in again. So, all right, so tell us about what you want to say. Comfort, we are waiting. You have been unmuted. Comfort, would it be your network, or you don't know how to unmute yourself? To unmute yourself, you see there is a cross, there is a red line. First item that looks like a microphone. For my own, you can see that it's turning green and white because I'm talking. This very thing that you see mute under, because mine is unmuted. If it's muted, it will have a red line. So yours definitely has that red line. Just click on it. The red line, I think she's out again. It must be our network. All right, so we may be able to take a question on the platform. All right, so if there are no questions, Mr. Precious, do you want to go on, or we should just tell them then?
I'm trying to ensure that my colleague comes on board because it's going to be a lot more detailed when he just, puts out all of the value that we are preparing for the Women Network. However, you have said basically everything that has been, the details of our interactions over the past couple of days. You have said that. I just need to add this part to say that we agreed in our back-to-back conversations. Even in the meeting that we had with 3 other colleagues of yours, I remember Mrs. Florence and Kiri, Lola, Mrs. Lola, as well.
Mrs. Okorie.
Mrs. Lola Okorie, and one other woman. right? I remember 4 of
Mrs.
you.
Akinkwala, the woman that has
Yes.
to be paying us for calling the name correctly.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we agreed that because of how far we've gone with the cohort 2 of the Women Procurement Training, that initially we had agreed that we should have all the 97 women. I mean, that was the number on the list at that time, onboarded. But we discovered that it was giving a lot of technical issues for our technical team. And remember, we talked about the cohort 3, and we said that the women from your network will be the first to come on board that network, that cohort. But in order
Just send me the link.
Yes, we have for this.
I just want us to have this meeting before I share the link.
Oh, beautiful. So for the sake of our results, that's our conclusion from that meeting, is the reason why we immediately created the cohort 3 platform, so that we can have all the women come on board that cohort 3. I don't know if you have, okay, you have not joined the last time I checked. So the idea is everybody who we are going to eventually pay attention to on cohort 2, coming from your network, must have joined the cohort 3 WhatsApp platform. That way we're able to track them. And also to say that we agreed, of course, this is very obvious, that none of these persons will be getting certified, because the class for cohort 2 had already been concluded before we started out. So, however, as soon as cohort 3 begins, they will get first, they get the first attentions, and we ensure that each and every one of them gets certified at the end of that cohort. And again, to also say that this is totally free. Totally free, the training is, right? So my colleague Austin will take the rest, because we started talking about the possibilities of having more values come to help maximize this opportunity we have to interact, engage, and interface with the women network. So I would like to welcome Austin. I'll better still hand the mic over to him. Thank you very much, man.
Austin is not here.
He is. There is somebody here called Program Manager with the Do logo. I think that's Austin's.
Okay. So Program Manager. Let me search for Program Manager. All right, so I can see him. Let me ask him to unmute. Mr.
All right,
Austin,
good afternoon.
the service.
Good afternoon, man.
The service is not respectful.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right. Good afternoon, Madam Muki, and all the amazing women of this.
Make I speak out for broken English now. Stop calling me Madam. The billions never come.
All right, that's fine.
Okay is okay. When the billions come, if you dare call me okay, you will see yourself without a mirror. But right now that the billions have not started coming in, feel free to call me okay.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay is okay. Thank you so much for that. All right. So I will just you guys have said a lot and even precious. So I want to just run through the procurement training model, the WIP training, yes, and also how the training is going to run through, right? Because we've all agreed that these women will come on fully on board the third cohort, and where they will fully participate and have a certificate of participating, right? The objective is to prepare women-owned businesses so that they can be able to, bid for public and private contracts. And for you to successfully do that, you need to understand all the nitty-gritty involved in procurement processes, right? And also the compliance document you are supposed to have, right? So is going to be a 3-month program, right? So we have our live phases and the self phase. The live phase is where we're going to have amazing faculty members and facilitators come through and teach different topics as it relates to procurement, right? Also, we'll have the self phase, That is where you have a unique account where you're going to have a dashboard. You log into your dashboard and have access to the other classes. Okay, I know if most of you are familiar with taking courses on Coursera and other DEXA learning platform, right? It's going to be the same experience, right? Also, the training is going to, like I said, it's going to run for 3 months, and it has 3 tracks. Now, the 3 tracks are divided into different modules, right? The 3 tracks are divided into different modules. So for the 3rd cohort, I think it's going to run from January to March or February till April, right? The date has not been set yet, but that is how it's going to run for 3 months. And it has 3 tracks. The first one is the procurement. The first track is procurement training, right? So we're going to train you on the steps to prepare women businesses and business pitching, right? So you are going to learn procurement processes and business pitching, right? If you really want to go far in procurement space, you need to understand how to pitch your businesses very well and get proper funding for that. So the track 1 has 5 modules, right? The 5 module will be: the first is introduction to affirmative procurement and e-procurement. You're going to be trained on that. It's going to be a live session. The second is going to be affirmative procurement policies and strategies. You're going to understand procurement policies and strategies, right? And the next one is procurement processes and procedures. You will fully understand how procurement processes and procedures run for each state and also national as it regards to Nigeria. Then the next module under the track 1 is the bid preparation and submission. So we're going to train you on bid preparations and submission, right? Then after that will come contract management. You're going to learn everything there is to know on contract management, how to manage contracts properly. Then after that, we do the plan compliance, right? So this is where you're going to they will outline the different compliance documents you're supposed to have as a woman in businesses, and those documents you're supposed to have that will give you an edge for bidding for public contracts and private contracts. Then after we will have the bid application windows. So we're going to divide these women into segments and groups where they are going to come up with practical ways of bid application, right? So we're going to do practical after the knowledge has been disseminated. You're going to have a practical bidding section where women are allowed to come up with prepare bids and submit to the faculty members, which they are going to vet, and the best group will win. There will be a review, and the best group will win that, right? Then for each close of each section, there are practical sections, and these practical sections include evaluations and feedbacks, right? Evaluations and feedback. Then after that, we're also going to have the final on the track 1 module that will be bid application window again. So we want to get to that place that the outcome is to understand that women understand bid application very well. They can do it convenient and comfortably, right, for their businesses. Then we'll talk about the track 2. The track 2 is where we have supporting COVID-19 recovery, which entails training on developing new business modules for women entrepreneurs to pivot their business in context of post-COVID-19. So we'll know that COVID-19 came in 2020, and we have a lot of business go down the drain, and even it has introduced us to a new normal. So I want women to be ready, right? For post-COVID, we have the new normals now, things that your business need to be. Besides having a physical location, you need to have an online location too, right? So this track is going to do justice to that, providing you with supporting post-COVID-19 recovery, training on developing new business models. You're going to understand developing new business models for women entrepreneurs, and how to pivot and pilot your businesses in the context of post-COVID-19 era. And the modules under the track 2 include introduction to post-COVID-19 response and recovery strategies. So you're going to understand the different strategies now to respond and recover post-COVID-19. So eventually we'll have another pandemic coming on, which will man, so you have different strategies on how to adapt, right, and build resilience toward that for your business. And also you understand putting together a business resilience plan. Just like I said, when you have resilience for some certain kind of pandemic or situation, a proper business resilience plan you're going to come up with. So you learn all that in track in under module 1 in track 2, then followed by building flexible business strategy that overcome unforeseen strategies, right? So you're building adaptation and resilience. So you are going to understand how you will be able to build a flexible business strategies and models that overcome unforeseen strategies, right? Like I said, the faculty members, these are experienced people, right? We'll have people from the public sector come to talk about this topic. They are well versed and experienced, and each person coming to handle this topic are people with experience and they are professional in that track. So we'll ensure that we'll get the best for our women to have a nice training on procurement and affirmative procurement. So under that, we also have the next will be the bid application windows. So we'll be sharing, we'll have the tab is where we'll be sharing bidding for women that are undergoing this training to apply for their businesses, right? Where you apply for a business. So those windows will be coming up along this training. As we're training you, we're sharing different bid opportunities for you to start applying for your businesses, because having the knowledge, it's not enough. You have to practicalize, you have to put it into good use. And we'll provide those bid application windows for women to apply for this bid, right? And also some Plan International will also be providing some opportunities in regards to that. Then after the first window, bidding application window in track 2, we'll go to strengthening your capital efficiency to withstand economic crisis, right? Strengthening your capital efficiency to withstand economic crisis. So when there are economic crisis, when there are maybe Lagos State come up with a policy that's going to affect some businesses, so how do you strengthen your capital efficiency to withstand those kind of economic crisis and policies, right? You're going to understand that fully, and you're also going to understand financial statements and the interpretations, right? When a different bidding organization put out financial statements, and how do you interpret this statement to enable you bid for this contract? So you're going to understand fully about that. Then we'll have a second bid application window under the track 2, right? So track 2, mainly we have self-paced learning study mode, and also we have the live section. So here I think we have about 3 live sessions. The live session is on tax compliance, where you're going to as women, you understand the tax that is compliance for your businesses. You're going to understand that, and also the practical sections. Then another module there is also where we bring an expert to talk about PENCOM, right? PENCOM, and also talk about automating business processes and operating to pandemic resilience. Now, this module is going to open your understanding on automatic business processes. We have a lot of business that are paper driven. Invoice paper, everything is on paper, right? With green economy now, we're trying to go paperless. Right? We're trying to go paperless, and on this, you're going to understand how you're going to get your business moved from one different process to from analog process to automatic process, where you permanently get rid of using papers for your businesses. Then we also have a module that talk about the post-pandemic business restructuring and identifying emerging opportunities. So when COVID came, we know that we have a lot of businesses and challenges that went down the drain, but it's also open up opportunities, right? Like then schools don't do hybrid process. Even work don't do hybrid process. Zoom online meeting becomes so much popular, and it brought out reimagine stuff that if you don't know, identify yourself and your business in that, to know how you can identify these emerging opportunities so that you can maximize them for your business. And the final stage on that are the practical session and evaluation and feedback for track 2. And then the final track is where we talk about digital skills training, right? Digital skills training will include digital financial inclusion, right? So we have a study mode that is self-paced and live sections on the track 3. We have different modules for that. So we have the first, we're going to have introduction to post-pandemic digital trend. You're going to understand the digital trend that are currently going on for your business, and you can leverage on that and apply that for your businesses and for the bidding procedures you'll be going out for, right? Then we'll have a first bid application window for track 3. Then after the window, we take the improving social media presence for your business growth, right? So we know that we have a lot of men that have amazing businesses, but there are no.
Co-host, please don't mute everybody so that you don't mute the speaker. Just mute the place where the noise is coming from. And if the person continues to do that, you can put the person into the waiting room. Thank you. Please unmute yourself, Mr. Austin.
All right, thank you so much. So the for the track 3, like I said, we'll have different modules for that. The topic of the track will be digital skills training, including digital financial inclusion, right? So digital financial inclusion is here to stay, and we as women-owned business need to leverage on that and fully understand that knowledge and start applying it. And then the first module under it will be introduction to post-pandemic digital trends. So you need to understand the digital trends currently going on and how you can leverage on that. Then we'll have the first bid application window for track 3. Then afterward, we talk about leveraging technology to increase business revenue and awareness, right? We know that we have different softwares, different technological applications that you can use to increase your business revenue and awareness, right? So if you're aware of how to use current technological trend, you will know how to use it to increase your business revenue.
Yeah, okay. Hope that treating my daughter well. Even though I was on this one. This one. That was
Okay,
Madam
right.
Doctors.
She has been muted already, so we'll just proceed. Right, so you're going to under the modules for track 3, you'll be learning leveraging technology to increase business revenue and awareness, right? Just like I said, you need to understand the different technological trends and software you're going to use to increase your business revenue. That is one. Then we'll have the second bid window for under track 3. Right, then after that, we'll do improving social media presence and business growth. Yeah, we know that social media is another big thing where you need to carry your business, have like physical and online store, right? And this module is going to introduce you to the practical ways we are going to go about that. All right. Yeah, you're going to have the practical ways of how you can go about that.
Co-host, the way to do it is to mute where the noise is coming from. Don't mute everyone because you would have muted even the speaker. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, please go ahead. You. Sorry about
all right.
that.
Then we'll have after the second bid application window, like I said, for each track you're going to have in a multiple bid windows, right? Where we'll give women-owned businesses share bid opportunities for them to apply for their businesses, and we'll be sharing success stories for people that successfully land these businesses. And like I said, there are a lot of opportunities that will be shared and support that will be given out to women-owned businesses to apply for this bid. So we have several windows for each of this track, right? So for track 3, we are going to have 4 bid application windows. right? And I'll encourage when you get to those application windows, do the best you can to ensure that
The
you
real
apply
tuition is 300,000.
the best you can to ensure that you. All right. So you do the best you can to ensure that you maximize that and apply for those bids for your businesses, right? Because we need to see women. We need to see women apply for both public and private contracts and ensure that they have the capacity to deliver on those contracts, right? This training is power packed and it is something that's going to give you value, right? If you can equate it in money, I can guarantee you that 1 million naira will not be enough for you to have this kind of value we're giving out just for free for women. And who made it possible is the UNWomen that made it possible to get governance women-owned businesses to ensure that they are fully prepared to take over a procurement space, right? So you also be learning navigating e-procurement platforms. So we have a lot of platforms that are for procurement and which are basically online. I need to understand how you can navigate your way through that and apply for these e-procurement opportunities, right? Then we'll have the fourth bid window for track 3. Then followed by building and managing website, right? For every successful business out there, you need to understand that your landing page of your website should be very, very attractive and informative, right? Because many people that will be giving you contract or bid will ensure that they will have to go and research on you. And when they research on you, they go to your business page, make the first impression that when they are seeing your website, it gives her the real details of what your business entails and the value you'll be delivering. So you'll be learning how to build and manage. You'll be learning building and managing website, right? Just the basics and some other important elements you need to know in regards to that. That is it. Then we'll have practical sections for track 3, which are practical sections are always live sections. I will have some that are safe pace, like I said earlier. Then we'll have the evaluation and feedback. Then we'll have the completion of the course, siding of assessment by these women. So for each section, you're expected to have an assessment or an assignment that will be given to you. So ensure you do those assignments and submit within the timeline and time frame so that it will be vetted very well, right? The best way for you to learn on this type of online training is that you follow all sections and ensure that all tasks and assessments given to you you adhere to that and follow instruction carefully, because these are practical sections and these assessments will guide you and also help you understand the topic and the track more. So the best advice and bet for you is that you ensure that you do not miss any section and do not miss any assessment, and be very, very proactive in the platforms, right? You have the different platforms that you need to ensure you are very active and proactive in that. Then after the tidying up and ensure that you finish all your assessment, because these are processes that are put in place to ensure that you finish all the tracks and modules. Then thereafter we'll have the graduation and awarding of certificates, right? And awarding of certificate. So this is the schedule of the Economic Empowerment Promotion Affirmative Procurement that is hosted by and supported by UNWomen. I'll just give you the breakdown of what the training looks like, right? So it's going to be a 3 solid engagement month for you, and only people, just like when you want to have a good bread, right? After mixing the flight,
Bishop was on admission.
the oven for to get baked very well.
That night,
Right,
me and Mrs. Akura went to the hospital. We were there till 12 in the
Mr.
night.
Austin. So I put Madam Dorcas out. Somebody brought her in again. Please don't bring her in again. I'm going to put her out again. Since she doesn't want to be in this meeting, then she should let us be. Please don't admit her. Thank you.
All right. So like I was saying, right, if you really want to be, you come out of this training fully baked and prepared to take over the procurement space and have and won and win contracts for your businesses. So we have to go through all these processes, right? Just like I listed, this training schedule is put to ensure that you come out fully prepared to take over the procurement space and bidding processes. So thank you very much. This is what you stand to gain. And like I said, we're going to have the meeting with OK and some of the other women that were present. I think other women that were present on the call, right? We said we have different trainings. Outside this, we're going to be engaging these women on this platform currently, right? And also share opportunities we have, right? But the best way you can have access to these opportunities and some of this training we are doing is that you sign up with TakeAction as a grassroots development champion, and we will guide you on how to make impact in your community, right? Like I said on that meeting, and also on the platform, like I told you, right? For us, we are not concerned about the problems, but we are trying to get people that will take little action, personal action, to ensure that we drive sustainable development in Nigeria and Africa, right? We can't wait for the government to fix all our problems, but you can drive change in your immediate community, you can drive change in your neighborhood, you can drive change in your sphere of influence. So I'll be looking up to getting most of the women on the platform sign up as grassroots development champion. We do take action and ensure that they have full access to some of these opportunities and training that will be coming up, right? Because it's a collaboration we're having between OK and her network of women, and also we do take actions that will provide more value for these women. Besides going through the training, right, you also need to have a series of training to ensure that what you learn from the WIP training is being put into practice. And that is some of those trainings should also be given out here going forward. And like I said, it's only exclusively done. It will only be exclusive for GDCC alone, right? So ensure you are part of that and have access to opportunities that will be given out to our grassroots development champion. Thank you very much for this. And I think I'll hand over to my colleague Precious to continue the discussion and deliberation. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Austin. Quite an elaborate discourse. So, Madam, okay, please forgive me. This is actually deliberate. So I would like that you take over from here. I think at this point we have clarified all of the basic areas of that had gray shades. So we can now proceed to having the people join the cohort 3 WhatsApp group, with the clear instruction outlined there that only those who join the cohort 3 WhatsApp group will be 2 things. 1, admitted on the cohort 2 platform to tag along the experience for those who are taking the ongoing training. Then secondly, we will see through the list, because most people already have joined the cohort 2 platform before now. It is because of the conflicting, the technical issue it was bringing to our team that made us, carry out this measure to mitigate the issue. So we'll go through the list again to ensure that everybody who is there is meant to be there. So in case anybody who is meant to be in cohort 3 does not sign up, we eventually kick the person out of the cohort 2 platform. So please, it's very important that everybody complies to joining the cohort 3 platform from this network, please. Okay, thank you very much, ma'am.
Right. Thank you so much, Mr. Precious. Thank you, Mr. Austin. Before I talk further, I want to check the chats box, the chat room, for us to see what we have there after the last time. All right, the new messages we have. Okay, somebody wants to know if you are going to give grants after this training? Maybe I should just let you know that. Then somebody is appreciating the meeting, that this is very rich, the program, and that she's looking forward to that. Comfort said that she's looking forward to it. Angela said it's very explicit. Thank you. And Comfort is asking that what if you're already solving a problem with your personal organization and receiving funding from international and local donors? And you have to bring all those your donations to our own money. Now, Anne says she can't wait. Thanks a lot for originating this training. This is for the grassroots. Comfort is saying our question is actually for the grassroots membership. Mr. Austin, you will need to speak to that. She's already doing something with her organization and she's collecting, or maybe she's just saying it, I don't know, but I want to believe that she's already doing something with her organization and she's collecting money from international bodies already. So how can they come in to the GDC with this kind of background? All right. So I think we've had a good meeting and everything we have said is explicit enough. Everybody on the platform will be in quote 3. But Do Take Action is magnanimous in taking us all into quote 2, the ongoing quote for experience. And we have agreed with them that this is good enough. Okay. So for the person asking whether there will be a grant, I'm not sure there's going to be a grant, because what they are actually teaching you to do is to give you something that will make you to go get grants, to go get businesses. It's because you have not started this training. Those who have already joined quote 2 will understand what I'm saying. It is so value added. It is a fantastic place to be. Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? Okay, yesterday, yes, yesterday, we had our presentations and it was awesome. We had an assignment. We were supposed to do bidding. Some people are very green in bidding, but because the group effort, we were able to carry everybody along. And it doesn't have anything to do with your kind of business. It's not about what you are doing or what you're not doing. Everybody can do bidding. And just like Mr. Austin said, is a way of bringing in women. It's a way of bringing more women into the procurement platform. So you better get ready for it because it is so, so awesome. So if you do not have any other question, or if I'm wrong saying that there won't be a grant, please, Mr. Austin and Mr. Precious, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just my own thinking. All right, so if there are no other questions, I don't think there's any reason to still be on here. Please answer the questions that I read out from the chat room while we think of closing the meeting. Thank you.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Okay, so let me first of all respond to Comfort, right? So regarding the grassroots development champion. So let me explain that. Okay, grassroots development champion is an acronym common for change makers that are sign up with Do Take Action, right? And they will be using the project of different projects and programs campaign design to make impact in their community. So it's good to know that you have been doing this, right? You've been solving problems in your organization, using your organization, and you're receiving funding for that. That's awesome. So Do Take Action is open for organizational partnership on how we can come together, leverage, find a common ground, and ensure that we impact more lives together, right? But for us, like I said, we are targeted on both personal and collective action, right? So you've been doing that under the auspices of your organization, which is awesome. Okay. But when you come in and sign up as a grassroots development champion, you're signing up as a grassroots development champion to take action. And that will avail you different opportunities and guidance and toolkit you're going to be using to make impact in your community. So like I told you, people on the platform, that we've made it easy for anybody, anywhere to take action to address social issues in their community, right? So why we're also bent on, getting passionate individuals to sign up as grassroots development champion with us. For us, data is key, right? Data is very, very important. And when we can galvanize and say, I will have 1 million plus Nigerians, that are taking personal and collective action to address social issues in their community, can say that and say, yes, we have a track record of that, and we have data to back that up, to prove that, yes, that our Comfort is signing with us as grassroots development champion, and she has made XYZ impact in ABC community, and she has impacted this and this and this and so life, right? Because data, like I said, for us is also very important, so that we'll stop replicating different projects in different organizations without really addressing the need first. So yeah, we notice organization come in and said, we want to build this thing for a community, build borehole for them, do this one. But is it really sustainable, or is it really what the community needs, right? So for us, we notice that behavioral change is at the core. When you can get 1 million people to start thinking right, to start being among the change makers, among people that are providing solutions for issues in their community, they tend to do differently. And when you do that, you have succeeded in changing their behavioral pattern. And that means you have gotten 1 million people that are working to ensure that Nigeria and Africa is better and great again. So you've been doing a great thing, wonderful, marvelous, interesting. So you can sign up with us as a GDC to amplify the action you are doing better, and also look for a common ground how we can partner to make more impact together. Comfort, I hope that answers your question. So when the person that's asking of funding, for grassroots development champion, we don't give out funding for them, but we give out incentives and guidelines and training on how they can make impact in their community. So you don't need to worry if you've not been actively involved in the sustainable development or community development, or you've not even executed any community project. That is not a problem. We'll guide you, train you on how to go about that, and together we'll make impact in your community. We'll galvanize the change you need in your community, right? So I think those are the two questions they were asked, right? In regards to the procurement training, okay, I've said it all, right? So just stay tuned. You can join the second cohort that's currently ongoing for the experience, but have it at the back of your mind that your full section and full participation starts at the cohort 3, right? Where you will really be onboarded and guided on how you can maximize this training for the betterment of your business and to ensure that you are securing public bids and contracts for your business. Thank you so much. I think I've responded to the questions. If there are any more, I'm pleased to respond to that. Thank you. Over to you.
Mr. Precious.
Yes, I'm here. I believe he said over to you. Yeah.
Over to me or over to you?
Okay, I can just take it up from here. Thank you
All
very
right.
much for the
So
question.
that's fine. All right.
To...
So what we are just saying in essence is that apart from the fact that you are in Core 3, when we send the link to you to join Core 3, if you are not there, you won't be onboarded. It's only those that are on that platform that will be onboarded, because some women are just lastminute.com. I'm saying this so that it can be recorded, and I hope people will watch the recording version of this meeting and understand what we are saying. And I want to tell you all now, I'm a very, very busy person. I'm only just trying to give back to women in all that I do. So if you ask me questions on what we have discussed here on the platform, please, I will not answer. When you see me just directing you to the recording, it's not so that I just want to be rude. And that's why I'm saying this now, and it's even in the recording. I'm not going to answer any question that had been discussed here, either for those who are here or those who are not here. Because if you are here now, you are just to ask your questions and everybody will listen, and then those who are concerned will answer. But because most of the time, I may not even be able to read. I like to just respond to the important ones that I know that would be very, very effective and add value. But all those, what did they now? Because I know that on the platform now, some people will say, what did they now discuss at the meeting? I'm not going to answer. So other people may answer, but I'm not going to answer. I thank everyone for being here. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being intentional, both with your life and your businesses. Thank you. Do take action for all you are doing, because you may decide not to do it, but you are doing it so that the lives of women can be bettered. We appreciate you. And for all the women that are here, I cannot even thank you enough, because once the lives of women are changed, we are only changing the society for better. So, I mean, we can, when we have women that are doing great, definitely we'll have children that are doing greater, and we'll have a society that we all can be very proud of. So thank you very, very much. I think at this stage we can end the meeting. God bless you all. God bless you.
Much.
Okay, and thank you for thanking me in the chat room. I think we can all unmute ourselves and say thank you to Do Take Action. Please unmute yourself and say thank you to them. They are doing well.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Take
God
action.
bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you all.
Thank you. Bless you, the program manager.
God bless you.